Hey guys, give me a second. I got to set stuff up. I'm having issues with YouTube. I'll be right with you. Just bear with me a sec here. I got to make sure that we are all set up here properly. So I'm going to share my screen with you in just 1 second. Just bear with me a second here, guys. I have to do a sign in and all sorts of stuff. Just bear with me a sec. Okay, 1 more second. Sign in. BK Forex. I have to authenticate myself. Just 1 sec. 208. All right, cool. So we're gonna share the screen. We're gonna share the screen with comments. So I gotta log in through another browser. Sorry for this, but it's just I'm having some issues with YouTube authentication on this Mac. It's getting a little wonky. So let me just bear with me. Okay. All right, let me see if I see you guys. Streaming. Are you guys seeing me? Are you guys seeing my my video and the thing? It looks like I'm on, but I just want to make sure. Give me a yes, please. Most important thing. Yes, you see me. Yes, you hear me. Nothing else matters. Yes. In chat. Let's go. Let's go. Do you see me? Do you hear me? Yes, George. Is that a yes to both? Yes to both. Yes to both. Okay. All right. All right. Fine. All right. That's all I care about. Otherwise, it's useless for you guys to comment on anything until you give me authentication and you see me. All right. Awesome. Let me just do. Let me get into my trading panel. Okay. Awesome. All right. I want to show you. So we're going to go to. Give me 1 more sec. Here we go. I'm going to go trade. And I'm going to get rid of this. All right, new layout for how I'm going to try and trade. This is going to make it hopefully a lot easier for everybody to follow what I'm doing. Hang on. One more very important point. I need my espresso because it's been a stressful morning trying to set all this up. Okay, first of all, give me a feedback on the charts. I want to make the only thing I care about is you can see them, that they're legible, right? That the buys, the sells are legible, the background is legible. Just tell me that it's good. That's the most important thing. That the prices here are pretty clear. I'm trying to make it as clean as possible, okay? Because I'm not using a big screen monitor, and yesterday everybody seemed to like the res. Okay, great. So for instrument matrix, no quotes. Just going to look at charts because quotes take up too much space on the panel here because I'm not using a widescreen monitor. So we're just going to go off charts, which is really how we're going to do it. And here's our ticket order. We're going to trade the big ones. We're not going to trade anything small, just the minis on everything. So Dow in this corner, gold in this corner, S&P in this corner, NASDAQ in this corner, right? This is going to give us also a better view of where the trades are. Just before I went live, I put on my first post CPI trade, which was right over here. I don't know what I just fucking do. God damn it. Sorry. Okay, so hang on a second. Bear with me a sec. All right. Got a negative sell in NASDAQ, possible sell trade in NASDAQ. Although we got 9:30, there is a moratorium on trading for the next 15 minutes. No trades until 9:35. I don't care if we get signals. I'm not gonna do it. Anyways, post news, CPI news, right? This is Dow Jones. I just want to show you how clean and clear these trades were. So we have a buy switch signal, meaning the market actually switched to a buy mode before the news, right? Before the news pop, right? Then we obviously have the news candle. You don't ever trade the news candle because that's ridiculous. You just, you're going to be chasing price on the news candle. The proper way to trade is after you get the buy signal, the next green aside is not the news candle, but the next green after that, or the next buy. Now, I was gone. I had to take my daughter to school today, so I did not get back to the desk until pretty much up here. I saw the buy signal. I took it for 10.20. Easy. This is basically making $100 a minute trade. Boom. 39 to 49. I was out. Took me 2 minutes. I went to go make my espresso. By the time I was done, that trade was money. Post-trade, gold was an excellent trade. Excuse me, post-trade, Dow was an excellent trade. But the best trade of all, if you were there, was gold. Gold was the most obvious trade in the world. Low CPI means stronger possibility of rate cuts. Rate cuts, obviously, a huge boon for gold, which lives and dies on yield spreads. So because it's a negative carry trade, gold has no yield. So the lower the yield on treasuries, the better the gold looks on a risk basis. Buy signal over here. We switch from a sell to a buy regime 5 minutes before the release. Boom, the pop. Very patiently. Just this is the thing that I cannot emphasize with you with Simple Scalper. If you just wait for the signal instead of trying to anticipate the signal, you'll be so much better off. So waiting for the signal here, you could have made $1, you could have made 10, depending on how you wanted to trade it on a swing basis. But it was a great signal to the upside, and it totally helped me. If anybody is messaging me in our Discord server right now, please tell them I am not looking at it. I'm ignoring whatever it is that you're doing. You need to be in YouTube. Just give them a YouTube link, okay? Whoever is in my room right now, because I'm already trying to deal with a million different technical things here, and we got to trade live. So my focus is only with you guys on YouTube comments and the charts. All right, because I hear the beeps in the background. Okay. So we have a sell signal here. I'm not going to take it because it's pre-news. But you see how good that was, actually? This would have been like a super easy trade. I would have been short 13, and it would have been an easy 5 points, 6 points off the sell. I just have this rule that I don't want to take it before the market open on the volatility. Although, honestly, on a day like today, we have another sell regime here on ES. And if we get a secondary sell signal, it should be a relatively legitimate trade. I'm like of two minds, especially because today is such a crazy day. We have news pre-release, volatility on the open, and then obviously we're going to die after 11 o'clock as everybody gets ready for FOMC. Today is a very, very crazy day for positioning because there's so many news events going on the thing. But the setup as it stands was just money. This is just, it's pure money. And as I say, it's not always money, but it's enough money that it makes you money all the time. So sell regime, sell candle, boom, 5 points, $100, 1 minute. It's $100 a minute. That's what we try and do. And just find those, those right entries for us to bang it. Doesn't take too many of those throughout the day to do a $500 day, to do a $700 day, right? That's the basic structure of what we're trying to do here. So this makes it hopefully a lot easier for us to follow all four instruments in real time because we can see the signals in one view, and then we can preset ourselves up for possible trades. Scalping obviously requires focus. And the other thing I was going to say is, we miss the trade. We never chase. Don't chase. Wait for the next one. All right. Any comments in chat? What do you guys want to let me know in chat? Any questions? Anything on your any thoughts on your mind? I got about 3 minutes before the open. 9:27 before the open. S&P threatening a sell. we could pre-position ourselves. I guess, the whole idea here is for me to take trades. So I will, let me make sure I got the right one. Okay. We'll do a unit of S&P if it, sorry, on the sell side. So I'm pre-positioning a sell ticket here. If we get a sell candle. Now remember, the way this trades, and actually I'm going to go full screen. I'm going to try and go full screen when I try to set up the thing. Is, and I may totally get clipped on this. I'm gonna do the trade just to kind of show you the setup if it works. There's two ways you can post a sell signal. Either you get a red candle or you get a red candle with a label. Right now you're not getting either. You didn't get a red candle. You didn't get a red candle with a label. So I'm just going to stay patient on this thing and probably sell into the open, which is just going to be so much fun. It'll be a miracle if this thing doesn't get clipped, but we'll do it. I don't care. We'll do it because I want to show you the setup. The whole idea of me trading live is for me to try and do as many legitimate setups. Legitimate setups means that the structure is there. Context is obviously the moving variable. And right now, now I'm also not only am I getting the red candle, but I'm going to get the red label probably if this thing sticks here. But again, remember, what am I doing? I'm waiting for the candle to close. Until the candle closes, I got no trade. I got nothing to do. I got 15 seconds, 14 seconds until it's 5 seconds to the countdown. I'm not even interested in holding my mouse. But I'll put my mouse on here. 5, 4, and it's got to stay there. It can't race up against me. All right, I'm short. I'm short on this. I'm looking for a point which is 429.50. Okay. It kind of died on me. What happened here? Oh, here it is. Here's the DOM. It's moving around. So I'm at 429.50. That green limit candle, limit ticket is where I'm at. And I'm done. And we're done right before the open, so that was pretty good. Back to 4-screen view. You guys like this? I'm really digging it. I think I finally figured out how to do this, where we get the 4-screen view and then we go to single screen view for the execution. I can't send you a setup for that email. You wanna trade that setup? Let me show you how you want to trade that setup. You want to join my Pass the Prop. Okay, I'm very, very happy to share the indicator and everything else here. Let me put this in chat here. Join me at Pass the Prop. I'll be happy to share the indicator and the signal and all the coaching. Those of you guys, I think we still have one last day. Today's the 12th. So I don't think we have any more Apex. I don't think we have 90% off, but I think you can get like 70% off. I definitely, with our code. So if you want to get still big discounts with Apex, let me put this in here. I think you can get some money off. Okay, I'm putting I put all those links in. So if you guys want to take advantage of that, be my guests. What are we looking at here right now? So lay of the land. I'm tempted, but I'm not going to do this. We have two types of trades: the continuation trade, which I just did with you, which was sell, buy. Off the first change. And then we have the reversal trade. The reversal trade kicks in after the second buy label. So you have first buy label, second buy label. Now we have a third buy label, which in this case, I'm going to make a rule that today we're going to trade the third buy label. So we get a third buy label and we have a red candle off the third buy label that follows us. That's a worthwhile reversal trade. So we're going to, see what, shapes up on the reversal trade. On the minis, on the NASDAQ, minis, we are in sell mode here. We're in sell mode. I didn't take this trade. We got nothing to do here because this was the legitimate sell trade. Now we're just going to have to wait for either regime change or some deep selling maturation. On gold, we do have a negative symbol. I hate trading gold, but we do have a negative symbol. This is the third buy with a red on gold. I should sell this. I'm going to try and do this. Okay. So I'm only selling this for $0.50 profit, $1 target. And looks like I got it done. So that was good on gold. I don't like trading gold because it's so spiky. But again, the idea here is 1, 2, 3. The red candle off the third. This actually should have been over here. I kind of cheated and took the second red candle. But whatever weakness you have after a third buy, that's a corrective weakness, and it's a really legitimate trade. So I took it. That worked. It's fine. We made a couple of good trades here. Now we are in sell mode on the Dow. Dow goes to sell regime over here. So now it gets interesting because what we're going to be looking for on the Dow is either a red candle or a red label candle, because that would be a legitimate continuation trade to the downside. Everybody following me? Give me a couple of yeses that you understand, and you're following both the continuation trade and the reversal trade. So right now I'm just watching the Dow. That's going to be a couple of candles for us to complete this. NAS is doing nothing. NAS is kind of reversing itself a little. Oh, sorry. Yeah, NAS is reversing itself. Remember, today CPI is just a undercard, right? The top event is going to be FOMC, because it's really all about how does the CPI play into FOMC reading. I kind of think that the Fed is going to not cut until September. They're going to do one cut this year. September will be the sweet spot. They're going to do it then. And, until then, the market is just fiddling its thumbs. They're going to say, still watching, blah, blah, blah. Economy is still strong. We want to see more, more. Maybe I'm 100% wrong. And of course, we'll know that once FOMC comes in. But my read is that Powell's a cautious guy. And quick in and out for how much? So I'm trading the big contracts. So, I'm risking 100 to make 50. That's 10 points to 20 points on the Dow. I'm risking 100 to make 50 on the S&P. Same thing. I'm risking 50 to make 100 on the gold, although I should be risking 100 to make 200. And then on Nasdaq by itself you can't do anything but 100 risk 200 to make 200. Now, if you want to trade this properly, and again, this is an account that I'm trading for you guys. Then my other account I'm trading sort of properly. You want to do it equal weighted. And I'll tell you what I do in my own prop account and how I work my own prop account. So, and it 100% depends on your own risk tolerance. The trades that I'm making, I think it's perfectly okay from an intellectual point of view, from a risk point of view, to make every single trade 100 risk, 200 risk, 100 profit, right? So it's a 1 to 2 trade. We're trying to hit 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 during the day. We have a couple of other tricks up the sleeve that I only share with my subscribers of how we wash away our losses. But regardless of how you do it, I think it's perfectly okay to risk 200 on a trade, because you have 2,500 as your risk budget. So that gives you 10 consecutive losses, which is quite a lot, a little bit more than 10 consecutive losses. I've never hit more than 2. And I've only hit 2 if I was really on the wrong side of the market with both the YM and the ES. So if you follow this to the T, it's almost impossible to get margined out on the prop account. The bigger question is, where are you psychologically comfortable relative to the budget you have? I'm much more comfortable trading 50 hundreds. So in other words, 50 win, 100 risk, because I like to leave a little bit, in the reservoir when I get larger, than I am trading 100, 200. But if you wanted to, for that reason, in my own prop account, to trade it properly, what I do is I trade full size on Dow and the S&P, and I trade micros on the Nasdaq and gold. Just kind of like tiny little trades. But that's just me. You have to just know where where your comfort level is and where your risk levels are. From an intellectual point of view, it's perfectly okay to trade 100 target, 200 risk on any of these things. Which means that if you were trading this properly, you'd be trading 1 gold, 1 Nasdaq, 2 Dows, 2 S&Ps. In order to do an equal weighted trade on all of these things. Oh shit! I'm talking and I'm totally missing the trade. We gotta sell. Oh no, actually, we already took that. It's just now it's just I could trade the follow on this, which is not now. I have I have the sell condition. I have a sell label. I could possibly take. It's a more or less legitimate trade to kind of take this as a signal. But actually, I don't even have a sell label anymore. So if I get a sell label, maybe I'll take it, because as I said, when you're doing the continuation trade, it's the neon sell followed by either the candle or the label. Now I already took the candle, so I already made money on that. But maybe I could take the label if I wanted to. The other thing that's developing now is gold is giving back a lot of its initial trades. We now have a sell condition in gold, but we would need a red candle or a red sell label for us to actually create a continuation trade. So we're kind of very early in that. Also, similarly, we got a sell condition in the Dow, right? The Dow just went sell condition, and now we need either a red candle or a red sell label in the Dow. That's a legitimately interesting trade for us to take a look at as a possibility. So watching those two things as a development. We're trying effectively to trade on the right side of the 8-period moving average with the flow. We're trading with the flow, It's funny, my Twitter handle from 15 years ago was FX Flow, because I was a really big believer in trading flow and FX. And ironically enough, I'm using the exact same principles on indices. Okay, we got 37 seconds. This is kind of setting up for us. Let's get prepared. Maybe, and again, we don't move until the indicator confirms to us that there is pressure to the downside, evidenced by these sell labels. That's what makes the indicator so useful, because it's a visual clue. We're hunting on the savannah. In this case, the savannah happens to be the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, and the wild beast is the futures trades. But it's the same shit. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, selling it. All right, I'm short this. We'll see if this trade works. Go full screen on this just to kind of look at it, in more detail. Basically, this trade is a 72 target, 102 stop. That's where we're at. Maybe we sold the bottom, and again, that's it. That happens all the time. It works. It works. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. We'll let it play out. And it works. Nice. It kind of tested us hard, but then it worked. So yet another good flow trade to the downside. So we gave it another shot. I'm not gonna fucking trade gold. I'm just telling you right now. I hate gold. Here's a good tip for you. Trade what you like, not what you should trade. I'm a great believer that if you force yourself to do something, you will not do it well. You got to like to do it. Like, you want to exercise, do an exercise you like. You like walking around? I'll walk till I bleed. I'll do 50,000 steps in a day, but I will never fucking run, right? So don't force yourself to do shit you don't like because somebody tells you to do it, right? I don't like gold. I just don't like trading gold right now. And I don't need to trade it, because I'll tell you here's what happens to you psychologically when you're trading life. When you force yourself to trade something you don't like or you don't feel good about, and it doesn't work out, the toxicity mentally of that event seeps into everything else you do. Like, I don't give a shit if I get stopped out in the YM. I don't give a shit if I get stopped out in the ES. I have 1,000% confidence in my setup in those two, and I will trade this. But gold is just a motherfucker these days. It's just the hardest trade in the world because it's less liquid. This is what I think I kind of realized. There was so much liquidity a couple of months ago. Now it skips $1 on a tick. right? That was not a risky trade on the Dow. How was that a risky trade on the Dow? If I was wrong, I was out, $100, and I'll make it back in the next hour. Um, uh, the the risk isn't in the trade. The risk is in your mind. Okay, that's what I guess I'm trying to tell you. If you believe in your setup and you're practicing the setup as it should be done, there is no risk. There's just good days, bad days, but there is no risk. But if you don't believe in your setup, the risk comes from you feeling like shit and fucking up every other trade that comes in afterwards. Okay? It doesn't come from the trade. It comes from you going on tilt. So that is what I'm trying to say. I'm trading my indicator. This is just my strategy. As you can see, I am in the business of trading my indicator, not deciding whether I want to be long or short or have an opinion on the market or anything else like that. Because what my live trading is all about is showing you how to consistently make money every single day, come rain, snow, or shine, irrespective of whatever you think about the market, you know about the market, or you believe about the market. I am trying to scalp consistently using my strategy throughout the day, make $500-$600. That's 3 to 5 days to funding, and then I have a $50,000 funded account that I trade live. That's what this is all about. This is for people who want to learn how to trade for income, not for capital gains, right? That is what we do here. It's a completely different approach to saying, oh, today I feel long. Oh, today I feel short. Oh, today I'm gonna try to trade for 100 points. Oh, look how high the S&P went. Why didn't you go long over here? Because that's not a replicable event. As you can see, I just replicated four trades for you in the exact manner as I told you they're going to happen. If you can replicate 10 trades a day in a consistent manner, that is a superpower. And that's what I'm trying to just basically show you. Okay? What happened to using this is the 8 SMA, my friend. It's the 8 SMA right here. The blue line is the 8 SMA. Nothing more complicated than that. The value add, the analysis comes from the labels. It's the labels that are reading all sorts of other shit around the 8 SMA that are giving you the drop dead, one shot, one kill type of signals. Okay, Jimbo, is that clear? I'm sticking true to my old method. By the way, gold would have worked, right? You see, I'm so psychologically psyched out of gold right now, right? That I'm basically kind of like, not really able to trade confidence. So I'll give you a clue of how you want to build your confidence out in gold. I'm just not doing it with you guys right now because I'd rather you see the screens than me going back and forth and making the logistical changes, because it's very, very difficult to do these logistical changes. The way you trade gold with confidence is you just go to the micro. You say, I don't give a shit. Okay, this is the right setup. I'm going to take it on the micro. It's $10 instead of 100. I could give a flying F if I win or lose on that one. It's not going to affect my P&L for the day. But that just builds your, they build your eye, build your practice. You want to practice your strokes, just like in tennis. Be nice and slow. You want to get the stroke nice and slow. Get into the ball. Feel the ball. Feel the ball. Feel the ball. Once you start feeling the ball, you get a lot more confident. You can do bigger size. That's what you do with something that is a psychological block for you. Otherwise, the other stuff you trade, you trade large and in charge. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't think we're going to do any more trades today because it's FOMC day. The market is going to kind of die in the next 10, 15 minutes. There may be a couple more opportunities, but we had like 4 quality trades. All of them hit. I think, where am I on the account? Yeah, I made $1.50 today, $1.60 in a matter of like 20 minutes. And that's what it's all about. It's about making, $100 a minute. You try to trade a couple of hours, you have a couple of $100 in a very, very accurate fashion. Yeah, so all of these labels, they're kind of crossing the 8 SMA, right? But they have a much more, they have a deeper meaning to them, because we're getting, they're also integrating lower highs, higher lows, and other stuff that is useful to for analytics. As we stand right now, and we're looking at the chart here, we clearly have a little bit of a continuation trade, right? I mean, the market is kind of turned into a continuation move. So we're probably going to go into a buy mode, which is going to be like this, a neon buy mode in the S&P, and maybe even extend even further. This seems to be like we went through the 5400s. We're going to go to session highs. Now, all of this could change in a heartbeat if Powell comes out and says, "Hey, I'm not even sure we're gonna lower rates this whole year." I mean, who knows what he can say? But if he's sort of wishy-washy and says, we're not even going to consider it till September, they're probably going to be a little bit of a sell-off, but not much, because honestly, sort of the underlying tone of the market, I think, is still very positive. It's still more of a buyer's market than it is a seller's market. But it doesn't matter for us. If it's a buyer's market, it will show up on our indicator. If it's a seller's market, it will show up on our indicator. We're happy to trade it both ways because we're just going to try and clip out trades one way or the other. So since today is kind of a crazy event day, and we're not going to have many more opportunities to trade, I'm open to any questions you guys have. Put up any questions, any thoughts, anything you guys have in mind. I'm happy to do it. I also like to get everybody's feedback. Do you like the four screen split where we can, where we get to watch all the indices at once, and then we can just take the trades as we see them? I think it's a better layout than using a single screen and me hopping around. I mean, basically, the problem was I was missing execution, and when I was missing execution, I was executing late. As I was executing late, I was fucking up the trades. And this is sort of my solution to try to be on execution. As you see, the difference between winning and losing is being on execution. There's analysis, setup, and execution. If you don't have all three of those working on a scalping base, you snooze, you lose. You don't have all three of those working in your favor. You're going to be dragging. You need to have everything cooking in your favor to do this right. Okay, so everybody likes the layout. Everybody likes the split. Awesome, nice. Okay, Nepal, is this buy signal comes after the sales of the next buy candle goes below 8 SMA and close the previous sell signal? It's a little bit like that. I'm not going to tell you the full logic of it, but it's the signals are generated based upon the 8 SMA and higher highs and lower lows relative to other crosses. So it's sort of, the whole point is trying to extract who's winning, who's buying in the market. Where's the pressure? Like right now, there's a little bit of selling pressure in gold, right? Selling pressure in gold, and it's showing you there's a little bit of selling pressure in gold. Right now, there's clearly a reversal in the NAS and the S&P, and it's probably going to be becoming a lot of buying pressure. Similarly, when you were looking post event on the S&P, there was quite a lot of buying pressure, right? So if you were just sort of following the buying pressure, you were doing quite well. It's not more complicated than that, but it helps isolate those particular moments. The whole idea is you want to enter at the optimal time when you have the greatest possibility of getting it done, getting the trade done. That's all. We're just trying to hit the winners. When can you hit the winners? And there's a little bit more tricks to it when we trade live in my room. There's a couple of other tricks of the trade that I'll be happy to share with you. Let me put up the links again. By the way, anybody who wants everything for free, all you need to do is just open an account with Eightcap. So I'm going to put this over here. If you're a non-US citizen, you're in luck. All you need to do is open an account with Eightcap. You're literally going to get all my information for free. So go ahead and do that. Any questions, just come in and email me. If you want prop accounts, they're still dirt cheap. They're still like $20-30, $20-30 for 50,000. I'll show you. This is the one that I'm actually trading for For myself, you can see, now I'm at 600. I need to make 3,000, and I started this a couple of days ago. That's an account that I kind of trade more seriously, but this is an account that I trade with you. We'll see if we can take both of those accounts to 5,300. I've done several so far already, and obviously we'll do more. And last link that I'm putting up here is my coaching link. So if you guys want to coach with me, you can do that as well. Other than that, I think we're in good shape, guys. It's been a very good 2 days. I hit 5 trades yesterday. If you guys want to see, it's actually good. Let's see my analytics before we go. Hang tight. I'm gonna pull up the Trading. Let me see if I can find this. I'm gonna pull up the Trading account, and I'll show you the analytics. And we can. I'm gonna share. Hang on a second. Come on in. You give it a second. It all takes a while to launch. No, it's taking sweet time. Okay, so this is what my other account. Let's go to this account. Okay, so I'm going to share this. So I'm in Trading now, right? We're looking at the account that we just started yesterday. We're going to go to reports, and we're going to go. We'll do it this week, right? We'll do it this week, and I'll show you. Here's the analytics. It's bullshit because this isn't going to last. But this is a good example of me staying on execution. The more I stay on execution, the better it is. 100% winning trades, 9 trades over the last 2 days. I probably jinxed myself by doing this, but it's this is all about finding a setup, executing a setup, making sure your timing is right. That's what I want to show you in this in these sessions, so you get comfortable hitting the ball. Once you start hitting the ball, you're going to feel it yourself. You're going to make improvisations. You're going to make better choices, so on and so forth. But so far, that's been a great. It's been a good week. Let's see. We're going to pick this up next week. This account stays dormant. I'm not touching it until I come back to trade it with you guys next Tuesday. And we'll trade it next Tuesday. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Any final questions for anybody who wants to fire away? I am happy to discuss. No? All right. I don't see any. Well, here we go. It's not tricky to manage trailing profit if you do exactly as I do. You notice I have 0 problems with trailing profit in Apex because my losses are $200 maximum. I'm never, ever, ever in danger of getting clipped out of trailing profit, right? That is why my strategy is one of the best strategies for passing the prop, because it is battle tested and ironclad against the trailing profit. I always take my profits at peak equity, and I always cut my losses at very, very tight levels. So I'm never dragging myself down. Okay. If you trade with I want to trade here and then let the thing run up, and then maybe it's going to run back down again, and I'm going to just let it float. Yeah, that it's designed to kill you. It's designed to kill you. Can one still find the signals looking at MT4? No. This is a trading view indicator only. Do you trade futures in the summer months? Yeah, I'm trading them right now, my friend. Summer months, we're trading futures. What else? Although, I will be gone in August, so I probably, there'll be a lot more limited trading in August. What else you guys want to ask me? Let's watch the FOMC. That should be a really interesting event today. My personal recommendation is that, can I give advice for the gold? If Powell is in any way hawkish, in other words, he says, I'm not doing anything on rates until September earliest, I think gold tanks. So I think gold is going to be very sensitive to Powell comments. Absolutely. Yeah. So you're very welcome for the 10-20 SMA strategy. I will tell you, I improved it. There's going to be a new free strategy coming out. We're working on the video right now. I just cut the video. I think you guys are going to really love it. I mean, I made it so much better. So just watch for that. And everybody who wants it, we'll have that for you guys probably next week, maybe a week later, but no later than that. So hopefully you guys will really enjoy it. All right, my friends, I'm gonna let everybody go. A good 2-day session, all green. I mean, we can't expect that all the time, but it's nice. I'll take it when I can get it. That's the whole idea. High probability, high accuracy trades. Just make the money and run. That's what we do, and then take the money and run. Thank you very much, guys. Take care of all those links if you want to come in and join me. Take care of the links if you want to do Apex. I'll see everybody. I'll see everybody next week, or if you come in my room, I'll obviously see you guys tomorrow. We're gonna rock and roll then. Everybody enjoy. Everybody have a great day. See you guys later.